Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel, and today we are going over the top 10 remaining free agents still out there. Going to talk about all the rumors, the connected teams. I'm going to give my updated prediction on where they're going to end up, because obviously we have new information now. Teams have already made trades. They've signed guys. It's more clear now which teams are still in the hunt for these guys. So going to give updated predictions, and we're going to go through this really quickly. But before I get going, I want to say, please, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's let this video be the one to get us over that 5K mark, almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Incredible. I appreciate the support so much. Without further ado, let's get into the list. And we're starting at number 10 with Liam Hendriks. He was lights out for the A's in 2020, struck out 37 in 25, ERA of 1.78 after an unbelievable 2019 where he had an ERA of 1.8. He is absolutely elite, the best free agent pitcher out there. Reports indicated that he just visited the Blue Jays training complex in Florida, so talks are getting serious there. Although it should be noted, the Blue Jays are contacting everybody. They want everyone and their dog. They are all over the place with free agents, which you gotta appreciate the aggressiveness from the Blue Jays. But other than the Blue Jays, previous reports had him connected to the White Sox, Dodgers, and Mets, another team that is being very aggressive this offseason, as well as the Houston Astros, who were reportedly all over him. So the Astros are very interested. Hendricks is seeking a 4-year deal right now, and based on everything I've heard and all the reports, I am actually fearful that it's going to happen. The Los Angeles Dodgers just had to jump in here, guys. While I'm uploading the video, I find out that the Dodgers actually just signed Blake Treinen. So because they re-signed Treinen, I think that they're probably not going to sign Liam Hendriks, who I just in this video had said that they were going to sign. So I had him going to the Dodgers. I'm changing it now, and I say Liam Hendriks actually goes to the Toronto Blue Jays. Update. Speaking of the Dodgers, next up is Justin Turner. Turner still continues to hit well. He hit 307. He hit 2 home runs in the World Series. He continues to look great defensively. He is definitely still very good. The problem is he's 36 years old. He wants a 4-year deal. Dodgers are like, maybe 2 years. So there is a little bit of a negotiating going on there. Dodgers still would like him back. I think, though, it's not going to end up happening. I think another team late in the offseason is going to swoop Justin Turner. There hasn't been a ton of reports on who's interested, other than, of course, the Blue Jays. But like I said, Blue Jays are connected to everybody. So right now, it's not really known who the front runner is other than the Dodgers. I think, like I said, it'll be a surprise team, and I'm going to stick to my original prediction. I'm going to say that Texas Rangers swoop in late in the offseason and sign Justin Turner. Next up is 4-time All-Star Michael Brantley, who continues to hit at least 300 every single season. This guy is excellent, had a great year for the Astros. He excelled in the playoffs for Houston, and they did not give him the qualifying offer, meaning teams are free to sign him without fear of losing draft picks. Teams that have been connected include the Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Astros themselves, and the White Sox, who've been off and on as far as interest goes. More recently, the Twins checked in on Brantley as an alternative to Nelson Cruz, should Cruz sign elsewhere. All that said, according to Ken Rosenthal, there is mutual interest between the Astros and Brantley, and reports indicate that he is increasingly likely to return. I originally had him going to the Yankees, and the Yankees have actually shown interest, but it all kind of depends on if they're able to re-sign DJ LeMahieu or not. So without giving any spoilers, because I got to get to LeMahieu later, I'll just say that I do think the Yankees will go after him hard and will sign him if they don't sign LeMahieu. But if they do get LeMahieu, I think it's more likely that we see Michael Brantley staying in Houston with the Astros. Next free agent to discuss is Didi Gregorious, who bet on himself with a 1-year deal for 2020, proceeded to hit 284, 339 on base, 10 home runs in just 60 games, which was the entire season, so he didn't miss a game. And Didi himself confirmed that the Reds have been in touch with him, his first team. And the Reds would be a perfect fit. Jose Garcia needs more time in the minor leagues. Other than that, who they got? They got Kyle Farmer, but he's more of a utility guy, plays various positions, including catcher. I mean, he could be good as a shortstop, as an everyday guy, but I think the Reds definitely are looking for an everyday shortstop, and it is going to be Didi Gregorious. I do have him signing with the Reds. Marcus Semien comes up next, and he was definitely certified as an absolute superstar after 2019. He ended up third in the MVP voting, played in all 162 games, hit 33 bombs with a 369 on base, but he didn't really repeat that success in 2020. Hit just 223 with a 305 on base, 7 home runs in 53 games. But some team will give him a decent contract, hoping that the 2019 Semien is the more authentic version. The Red Sox have shown interest, even though they might have to shift him around to second base. And a few other teams have shown interest as well, such as the Dodgers if Justin Turner doesn't come back. Corey Seager is going to be a free agent after 21. Phillies and Reds are also in need of a shortstop. And the Yankees, if they don't re-sign LeMahieu, would love to have Semien. But I am saying that the A's and Marcus Semien figure it out. I'm going to go with my original prediction. He is staying put in Oakland. He's going to stay with the A's. Next up, if one player established himself as an absolute superstar in 2020, it was Marcell Ozuna. After a couple so-so seasons with the Cardinals, he signed a one-year deal with the Braves and went on a tear, hitting .338, 58 RBI, and 18 home runs in 60 games. Amazingly, one of the early teams in talks, or at least reported to be interested, was the Giants. Shockingly, I made a video about it. Pretty exciting, but I really never thought it was going to happen, and it's actually contingent on whether the DH stays in the NL, which right now it's not supposed to. So until we get word that it is, or that they're going to make some rule changes, I don't think he's coming to San Francisco. Other teams interested include the Blue Jays, the Mets, the Astros, the White Sox, and even the Seattle Mariners. Originally, I thought the Reds might be interested, but first of all, they are tied up right now in paying Nick Castellanos as well as Mike Moustakas, and there are reports that came out afterwards that the Reds even offered Ozuna a 3-year deal last season for $50 million, and he turned them down. So maybe he's not too interested in Cincinnati. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to go to the Reds now. I think instead, it's going to end up going to the American League, working DH. And they're going to move guys around. And guess who it's going to be? I'm going to give the Blue Jays someone. The Blue Jays are going to land someone big. It's going to be Marcell Ozuna. They can move guys around. They can move Tellez to first. They can move Vlad Jr. to third. They can DH Ozuna, and they can throw him in the outfield from time to time and DH one of those other two guys. They can make it work, and they will make it work. Marcell Ozuna is going to Toronto. Next up, we got DJ LeMahieu, who continues to prove himself as one of the best hitters in the game. He hit .364 in 2020 with a .421 on base. Turned down the qualifying offer from the Yankees, so he's going to be tied to draft pick compensation should he sign elsewhere. And the Dodgers, assuming they don't re-sign Justin Turner, are one team that has shown great interest in LeMahieu. This signing would make the Dodgers that much better. I don't want to think. Oh God, I want to think about it. According to a report, he wants $125 million over 5 years. The Yankees are thinking 4 years. The Yankees are just kind of waiting around right now. They don't think anyone's going to meet that. They don't think that they have to worry about it. They think they have time to wait, and it's going to work itself out, and that he's eventually going to come back to New York. But the Mets, the other New York team, are also making some noise, and they are showing some interest. So I think right now it's between the Dodgers, Mets, and Yankees. I think ultimately he will re-sign with the Yankees, which is what I predicted before. I'm going to stick with that and say LeMahieu goes back to the Yankees. Almost said Mets. Yankees. Next up, we got George Springer, one of the biggest free agents out there, and the Toronto Blue Jays are making a very aggressive pursuit right now of Springer. Toronto has been, like I said, incredibly active, and they're going after anyone, everybody who's going to help them, who could help them. Reports indicate they've already made a 5-year offer to Springer, but it wasn't in that $50 million range that he's looking for. It's obvious that the best fit and the most likely fit is the New York Mets. Reports from New York Daily News have indicated that the Mets and Jays are actually the final clubs still in this battle. So I don't think it's going to be the Astros. I don't think it's going to be anyone else. I think it is between these two teams, even though I originally thought there'd be a lot more interest for him. There's so many teams that could use some extra offense. Obviously, everybody can, but I mean, teams like the Cardinals, Nationals. But at this point, I think it's clear he's going to Toronto or New York. I think so. So between them two, well, I already got Ozuna going to Toronto, so I'm going to say, Mets fans, here you go. I got George Springer signing with the New York Mets. Next, we got elite catcher JT Realmuto, who reportedly has a fondness for Philadelphia and will likely circle back there before signing with anyone else, so keep that in mind. He was originally connected to the Mets, but they ended up signing James McCann. Other teams besides the Phillies currently interested include the Blue Jays, the Nationals, and the Angels. And the Angels might go for him, even though I think their need is pitching. I think they need to just focus on that. what I said the same thing last year, and they signed Anthony Rendon. So who knows? I originally actually had him going to the Padres. I thought the Padres might go crazy, and even though they did trade for Austin Nola, I thought they may upgrade even further, but it's not happening. The Padres are obviously doing the right thing there, improving their rotation. They got Yu Darvish now. They got Blake Snell. I think they're going to be happy with Austin Nola. That was a bad prediction. The Nationals are possibilities if Mike Rizzo is willing to pony up that kind of cash. But ultimately, I do think it just feels like as the offseason progresses that he is going to stay right there in Philadelphia. So I do have JT Realmuto re-signing with the Phillies. That leaves Trevor Bauer as the final big fish out there. And, you know, despite being a strikeout machine, other than 2018 and 2020, his ERA has always been over 4. He will give up some runs. I mean, he's not just unhittable, even though he pretty much was in 2020. He won the Cy Young. Full credit there. And he deserves a big payday. He reportedly had a meeting with, the Blue Jays. And amazingly, the Giants were reported as favorites early in the offseason. I made a video about it. I discussed it, but I never believed that that was a very strong possibility, and I still don't. Could happen, but I don't think so. I think that he's going to be asking too much, and I don't even know if it's the smart move for the Giants at that point. If the money is right, I'd love to have him though, but I don't think the money is going to be right. Shockingly, the Rockies are even getting noticed because he put out a tweet asking his followers, where's a good place to eat in Denver? And people were like, Denver? Like, I would have thought the Rockies were like one of the last teams that he would ever even think about signing with, simply because he, like I said, he's had ERA problems in the past. You want to go pitch in Denver? It just doesn't seem like, you know, the smartest move for him. So I didn't think obviously the Rockies would love to have him, but I don't think that Bauer wants to go to the Rockies, and I don't think it's happening. The Angels, Braves, Yankees, White Sox are the other teams that have shown interest, that obviously have reason to want Bauer. I think the Angels really should pay almost whatever they have to get him. I think the Angels need pitching bad. Nevertheless, I'm sticking to my other prediction, and another team that just needs just something to put them over the top. A team that was awesome in 2020, a team that I was very high on, and I am still very high on, especially if they land Bauer. Chicago White Sox. I think that they will make it happen. I'm sticking with them as my prediction for Trevor Bauer, that he goes to the Chicago White Sox. So there you have it. Those are the top 10 remaining free agents with my new predictions. My old predictions mean nothing. If they end up signing with the team that I originally predicted, I can take no credit for that because I've updated my prediction. I can only take credit for my most recent prediction. But teams have been signing guys and trading for guys. Obviously, the Angels are not going to be interested in Gregorious because they traded for somebody. So they already have shortstop filled up. So that's just one example of many why I had to alter some of these. But let me know what you guys think, and I also wanted to give you guys the updates on all the rumors out there. Blue Jays are like I said, Blue Jays are rumored to sign everybody. The Blue Jays want everybody, and you got to appreciate that if you're a Blue Jays fan. You got to appreciate the aggressiveness. They are coming hard, and we'll see what happens. Right now, I don't have any of these guys going to the Giants. I think the Giants are just slowly going to be adding guys, you know, good, solid free agents, but maybe not top 10, and they're going to be getting ready for our prospects to hit it hard in the next 2 or 3 years. So that's where we're at with the Giants. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Congratulations if you got somebody in this video, but this video means crap. It only means anything if it actually happens. So I can't wait to see how this goes down. Hope you guys are enjoying the hot stove. I know it's been pretty slow. Hopefully it heats up really soon and we get baseball really soon and it's all good in the hood. Please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.